Time wasted, life wasted, opportunities also wasted. Sometimes our lawyers and judges should do proper and detailed investigations before sentencing one to prison or life imprisonment. This is Authentic Plus TV. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So one man named Sidney Holmes lost 34 of his years behind bars due to a wrong conviction. He was actually sentenced to 400 years for a crime he didn't commit. And now they said he'll be compensated with 1.7 million US dollars. If you were to be this man, would you accept this? A crime you didn't commit and you were locked in bars for 34 good years. Time wasted, life wasted, opportunities also wasted. And now they've investigated to find out the real cause, and you'll be compensated with 1 million US dollars. I'm going to take this compensation.
A man in Lauderhill who spent 34 years behind bars for a crime he did not commit will get $1.7 million for the time that he lost.
Today, NBC6's Daniel Acado spoke with a Broward County man and the state attorney who helped clear his name.
You know, that was it. You know, I was going to die in prison.
Sidney Holmes was sentenced to 400 years in prison when he was 23 years old after being wrongly convicted of serving as a getaway driver in a 1988 robbery near Fort Lauderdale.
My dream was to be a surgical technician, and all that was taken from me.
It was his first Father's Day. Holmes says he was at home with his family. Next thing he knows, he was being taken into custody.
I had no knowledge of a robbery, had any knowledge of anything where somebody been robbed. You know, I was home.
He spent 34 years in prison.
I turned the anger into success. I took anger in where I educated myself. I got a degree. I got a theology degree. I got paralegal certification, computer certification.
Decades after the guilty verdict, Broward County State Attorney Harold Pryor conducted an investigation into the case as part of his office conviction review unit.
The identification of the actual driver was actually broad. It was vague in a sense. And really the only identifying factor was that there was a yellow Oldsmobile. And at that time in the late 80s, if you look at the history of the yellow Oldsmobile, it was the most common vehicle in the United States at that time.
Holmes was freed in 2023, but received no compensation despite a Florida law that gives anyone who is wrongfully convicted $50,000 for every year spent in prison. And that was because of a prior criminal history. But a claims bill was passed earlier this year, and on Tuesday, Governor Ron DeSantis signed and approved a $1.7 million payment to the now 59-year-old.
It's never going to be enough money in your lifetime to take about all the memories, the time that you lost. I lost my father.
He won't ever get that time back, but he's now turning his hurtful experience into advocacy, writing a book and creating his own foundation.
I would like to advocate with is tell a person, if you're innocent, if you haven't done anything, never give up.
Reporting in Fort Lauderdale, Daniel Acado, NBC6 News.
So in this video, it explains how the man got arrested, the age he got arrested, and how come he got arrested. I want you to share your thoughts in the comment section. If you were to be Sidney, would you accept this compensation? This is Authentic Plus TV. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.